So, welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to Movies for the People.
We, maybe sound a little bit different.
Maybe just a little bit.
Maybe. Hopefully. We're not in my bedroom anymore.
No bedroom.
We are in a dedicated recording space, but we can't tell you where it is.
Ever.
Maybe we will eventually, but we also can't tell you who gave it to us. Just yet. I mean, they didn't give it to us.
I was like, you don't have
who
this.
gave us a space to, who has provided us with a space to use.
There we go.
For the time being. We're working some stuff out. Told you there was going to be changes coming, and they are on their way.
On their way.
I just want you to know that this room is nice.
It is really nice.
I enjoy sitting here looking at the things that you can't see right now, but maybe one day you will.
Me too. Even though all I can really see is Droid.
I mean, I see Ace. I see microphones. I see a Starbucks cup that I didn't drink Starbucks out of. I see paper. I see stuff on the walls. I see pictures of stuff and other stuff.
I see that thing. I don't know what that thing is. I see a lot of this stuff.
I
don't really know what a lot of this is either.
One of them's an audio compressor. The one on the top is an audio compressor.
Look at you knowing
compressor
things.
gate, but
look at you.
I don't know why. At some point, I thought I was going to see a TriCaster, but I guess that's because like there's no video yet. So
no video,
but it's coming, and it's gonna be lit,
litty.
So what do we see this? Wait. Before I even get into that, I need you to know that this is an uncensored comedy movie review podcast.
Yeah, uncensored.
We in our little transition to a world without Khan on the podcast, we lost a part of ourselves. He was special to us, and he took part of our intro with him. So we just stopped telling people it was uncensored. Somebody called me out on it.
Yeah. So just so you know, there may or may not be some language that may or may not be suitable for what may or may not be a child.
If you'd like to call it that, whatever it is. I'm talking about the living organism that may or may not be
a child
in your house. I don't know. Is it? It's a living organism.
In my house?
I didn't say your house.
You did say in your house.
I was talking to the people.
Oh. You never talk to me anymore.
Oh my God. People, do you hear this? Listen to him. Anyway, what do we see this week, Ace?
We didn't go to the movie theaters, even though we thought we might be.
We were real close to going to the theaters. It was like a real quick decision to change it up.
Probably about 35-minute quick.
Like, we would have been late for the movie if we changed it up anymore. Nah. Bismarck's small. North Dakota's small. You never be late for the movie unless you're really, really bullshitting. Have we ever been late for a movie?
Yeah. There was one. What did we see when we sat? Was it? What did we see when we sat in the front row?
That wasn't late. We were ahead of time, but everybody else was super hyped. It was.
Was it Fantastic Beasts?
Yes.
Okay.
It was Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, we sat in the front row. It's horrible. I hated it.
Actually, no, it wasn't Fantastic Beasts. You know how I know it wasn't Fantastic Beasts?
Because we sat in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were hyped.
It was, yeah. Shit. What did we see recently? We saw Fantastic Beasts, Creed.
It wasn't Creed, was it?
Was it? Shit, it was. It was because no, it wasn't. It was Bohemian Rhapsody.
It was Bohemian Rhapsody.
It was Bohemian Rhapsody because I remember the guy behind us when they kissed, and he was like, ugh. Oh man.
Yeah, it was definitely that. But this week, we saw a Netflix movie.
A Netflix original.
I don't
know if it was actually an original. Like, I mean, it's original because Netflix made it, but like when you hear it, you're immediately going Disney in your head.
Yeah. We watched Mowgli.
Yeah. Not the child, but the movie about the child, because it would be weird to watch some strange kid running through the jungle in nothing but nothing.
It's the story of a boy in the jungle with no book. The book is for Disney. This kid doesn't read.
He is illiterate.
He just fights. and runs. That's what this whole movie is about.
He didn't really fight that much.
Running. Yeah, he didn't fight at all.
I mean, he did fight, but like...
Who'd he fight?
His greatest nemesis. The one...
He never fought anybody.
Oh my God.
He was a real OG. He hired others to do his
He didn't hire anybody either. He was out there tricking people.
He was paying. Paying in jungle money. So like leaves. And nuts and berries.
Oh my God. What did it like? I enjoyed the movie, but I don't think it was as good as like the live action Jungle Book.
It definitely wasn't. I mean, Jon Favreau directed the live action Jungle Book. If you don't know, he is my favorite director, and he killed it. And he's doing Lion King.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
No.
Now. Oh.
No, I don't know why I forgot that. I had to have known that.
You should have.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it
Multiple
on our
times.
Creed episode.
Maybe we did. But Andy Serkis directed this one.
I mean, that's cool.
I was pretty hyped going in because it's a mocap movie directed by the godfather of mocap.
Yeah. That is pretty exciting, I guess. But like, has he directed anything else?
No, there's like a few little things, nothing serious.
Okay. I feel the same way about him directing this as I did like Bradley Cooper directing what was it?
Stars Born?
Stars Born. I was like, probably going to be good, but we're going to wait and see. And we waited and we saw, and it was pretty good. Well, I mean, Bradley Cooper fucking killed it.
Bradley Cooper did kill it. So did Lady Gaga. That, for first time directing, it's Bradley Cooper.
We didn't give him a shout out on that episode, and I felt so bad.
I think we did.
No, we didn't. I know we didn't because I like freaked out about it after the fact.
How dare we?
I've been thinking about it for weeks now. So yes, Bradley Cooper.
Is this what haunts you at night?
I'm gonna tell you, the stuff that haunts me at night is like the most menial shit in the world.
Like
nobody cares.
Not mentioning Bradley Cooper.
Yes,
I can understand it.
Anyway, Andy Serkis, good.
He did a good job. If you're comparing it to the live action Disney Jungle Book movie, let me tell you, it doesn't really compare. It doesn't have that magic that Disney brings to things.
The story is just, the story has the same core elements, but it's still very different. And I mean, obviously I can't tell you why because this is our spoiler-free review, but I one thing that I thought was hilarious is that like Baloo had Andy Serkis's face.
He did. It just looked like Andy Serkis. It just as like a big hairy thing.
I feel like this is the only movie I've ever seen with Andy Serkis mocapping something where I was like, that's Andy Serkis. Yeah. And I mean, I was okay with it, but like, it kind of did. I didn't see Baloo as Baloo anymore.
Yeah. This is a different Baloo. He's not your fun-loving, blue bear.
Yeah.
He's
old and wizened.
Wizened. His jaw hangs.
I didn't realize that Christian Bale was playing Bagheera.
Yeah.
Once again, probably knew that before, but I like looked it up while we were watching the movie. I was like, oh, it's Batman.
It is Batman.
But now he's Catman.
You remember Catman from Fairly Odd Parents?
Yes. It was.
And the Crimson Chin?
Timmy wasn't ever scared, and no one understand. But Mommy, Daddy, Vicky, always give me the best. Gloom and gloom up in his room. Okay.
I was debating if I should cut you off, but I just kind of started enjoying it.
Have you heard the new one? There's like
a new.
Yes, because he has to like share his Odd Parents
with who?
Some random girl who also needed because of something that Timmy did. I don't remember.
How long has he had those Fairly Odd Parents?
Longer than he's supposed to. He'll never not have Fairly Odd Parents because like he's done a bunch of random shit that like ended up getting him through loopholes.
I like how they're called fairy godparents, but we call them fairly odd parents.
I don't care.
He'll never not have fairly odd parents. I mean, his own parents, his real parents, are pretty fairly odd.
His mom not so much. His dad, yeah.
Dingleberg. Gotta get back.
You know who surprised me being in this movie?
Who?
Frida Pinto.
Who's that?
She is an Indian actress who was in Slumdog Millionaire.
What's Slumdog Millionaire?
She was like the lead actress in Slumdog Millionaire. Slumdog Millionaire was like
I'm just playing.
Super.
Everyone heard about Slumdog Millionaire.
I was like, okay, well, we're gonna tell the people. If you didn't know, it was like real big back in like what 2008. Hey, yeah, it was 2008. Hey.
Middle Eastern parents, Middle Eastern people were hyped. That was their. They were like, "Yo."
I mean, it did amazing everywhere.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great movie.
I was like,
surprised. It was their Black Panther.
Don't do that to Indian people.
It was. They were like, Slumdog forever.
So Indian people got Black Panther before Black people got Black Panther?
Yeah.
Wow.
Every race did. You know what Asian people got?
I just need you to know that I, in my head, accidentally went back to Donald Glover's Weirdo when they were talking about him playing Spider-Man, and somebody was like, "What if a white person played Shaft?" And my response to you saying Indian people got Black Panther first was, "We got Shaft."
We did get Shaft.
I've never seen Shaft.
I've never seen Shaft either.
I feel like my dad's listening and he's pissed off at me for saying that. Ah, man.
I feel like my dad's not listening, and he doesn't know that I've never seen Shaft.
Are we gonna start like?
Well, guys,
maybe we don't bring your dad jokes onto the podcast.
Mowgli is a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. I thought it would be something that could really compete with like theater movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like it did.
I agree with that. I think maybe we're a little bit biased just because like Disney has spoiled us. Like tonally, this movie is so different.
Yeah.
Live action Jungle Book, pretty dark in comparison to the original Jungle Book, but like this is like there's blood and gore in this one.
Yeah.
Like you see, animals getting torn to shreds.
Yeah, this one's aggressive.
So
this is not your mama's Jungle Book.
I just wasn't ready for that remark, and it was totally true. No, I think that tonally it was different, and that's probably why we view it in a different lens, because we weren't expecting it to be as dark as it was. But for movies that are as dark as this one, like you can't just make a movie dark for the sake of it being dark.
Yeah,
it's gonna be dark and good.
But I think this one was good.
Yeah,
and I think it was dark. But I think it deserves to be dark too, because this is a story about a boy being raised by wolves in a jungle. Like, I don't think this is something where they just make it dark for the sake of it being dark.
No,
Disney made it lighthearted for the sake of making it lighthearted.
What I'm saying is, when we say that like it was good, but I feel like we're saying it was good, but because we're comparing it to things that were dark and good, like the Dark Knight trilogy, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's good, and I'm not gonna add a but.
It is good. I agree. I think and the fact that there is another Jungle Book movie that just came out. If that wouldn't have come out, I think we would have liked this one more.
Right.
But there's that but again.
I told you it's difficult.
It is a good standalone movie.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you.
I say wait for Netflix.
I don't know. I mean, if you can like get it on Hulu. Redbox
maybe
Redbox it.
I'm thinking Crackle.
Okay.
Crackle is, if you can get it on Crackle, watch it on Crackle.
And if you can get it on Crackle, hit me up because you shouldn't be able to, and you're doing some shit that you shouldn't be able to. I need to know how.
One thing I really wonder, like, with movies like this, I assume they'll sell them in stores.
But they don't have, like, box office sales.
Like, why would you buy this movie, though? It's going to be on Netflix.
Right.
When is Netflix going to get so big that they have to get rid of some of their original content?
I think that they make the original content because they're so big and not the other way around. Because, like, Netflix didn't start making original content until, what, like 2-3 years ago?
No, sorry. I think you misunderstood the way. When are they going to make so much content that they have to start getting rid of their own content?
Oh, when are they going to have so much content on there?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's possible. And the reason I don't know if that's possible is because media is produced at a faster rate than people can consume it. People are always going to want to watch stuff that's on Netflix. And if we learned anything from Friends, people are going to bitch when their favorite shit gets moved off of Netflix. So it benefits Netflix to have a larger catalog. But what's crazy is that a lot of I think there is a lot of stuff on Netflix that goes largely unwatched.
Definitely.
And it's weird because there are things that you see, like, for instance, Netflix has gotten, like, a ton of K-dramas lately.
They have.
And, like, K-dramas are big, but, like...
Why are Koreans popping all of a sudden?
Bruh, Korea's been popping since, like, 2008. Just not as much outside of middle schools.
When was the war? That's technically since when they've been popping.
Nah, they were popping before that because it was K-pop that did it.
K-pop was before the war?
Yeah.
The Korean War?
No.
That's the war I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the war that may or may not still happen.
No.
Okay. The Korean War was definitely before Netflix, Ace.
No, but all I'm saying is that's when they've been popping.
Okay.
That's when they
I
started
thought you meant,
popping.
like, in our lifetime.
Nah, they started popping back then.
I thought you were like, they weren't popping, and all of a sudden they popping.
Yeah. Now they're... it was a joke.
I bet you Koreans are popping in Korea.
Yeah.
I was just saying. So, what was your trailer this week?
What was your trailer this week?
I think we should save... You're going to one-up me? Is that what we're doing? I think we should
save
You're being
mine.
an ass right now.
All right, we'll do mine first. My trailer, I think you guys already know it, is Avengers Endgame. We finally got the title.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of knew it was going to be Endgame, but no one was sure. I was hoping it was, like, something random that no one was expecting.
Endgame was kind of random when you think about it.
That was, like, the most emphasized word in Infinity War.
Was it?
Yeah.
I have to go back and watch Infinity War because I don't believe that.
Do you remember the scene?
I mean, somebody's probably like, what's his Endgame? Super loud.
No, it was Doctor Strange.
No.
He was like, we're in the end game now.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hoping it was Why is Gamora? Avengers Why is Gamora?
Avengers what? Why is Gamora?
Yeah, I think that would just be a good one.
What significance does that name have?
Because they said it was some stuff that was said in the first one.
Oh my god.
And that was said in the first one.
Why is Gamora?
Yeah.
When
they were like, who's Gamora? What's Gamora? I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?
Who said that?
Drax.
Okay.
You don't remember Infinity War at all, huh?
I just don't remember. I mean, I do. I just don't remember that dialogue.
Oh my god. We don't got a real Marvel fan here, guys.
Shut the absolute fuck up. All right.
We got a DC boy in the building.
First off, all right, I fucks with the Flash. But I'm not picking sides. I'm just saying Teen Titans is my ish.
If you had to, well, duh. DC kills it with shows. Movie-wise.
Movie-wise, there's no real good DC movies.
Except
the
Dark
animated
Knight.
ones.
Except Dark Knight.
And yeah, I don't have like I can't like just pick.
Dark Knight and Superman.
It's going to be Dark Knight. Like, if I was picking the superhero movie, it's not going to be like the Avengers ones because DC's super movies are all like standalone ones.
Except for now. But The Dark Knight is so good. I don't even count it as a superhero movie. That's just a movie. Like, Avengers Infinity War is the best superhero movie. The Dark Knight is just a movie. That is just a great film.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's not a superhero movie.
I don't think you can escape from being a superhero film.
I mean, technically no superheroes in it, so you can.
You can be a superhero without superpowers.
No, you can't.
Tell
What makes
Batman
you
that.
super?
What?
What makes him super then?
Everything about him.
His money?
Yeah, he's super rich, nigga.
But Endgame. Yeah. It's the trailer we've been waiting for. They're not revealing anything. It's great. You just see everyone sad after the events of Infinity War.
And Thor out there like he's really man. Did you see that meme? Somebody's like, why does Thor look like he's about to challenge Thanos to a rap battle?
Your arms are weak. My hammer's heavy.
Oh, man.
There's lightning on your mama already.
Oh, stop. Stop right now.
Loki, kill this man. And Loki just pops up.
With the bars.
And he just starts spitting at 1,000,000 miles per hour.
I'm not going to lie. I would pay to see that.
I would too.
I need that to be like a blooper now. It's never going to happen, and now I'm unhappy about it.
Maybe it will. Maybe that is a legitimate scene from the movie. Peter Quill will be like, I once beat this guy by a dance-off. Go try and rap battle him. Actually, Peter Quill probably doesn't know what rap is.
When did Rapper's Delight come out?
80s?
Did you say a hip?
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
A hip?
But he'll probably challenge him to a rap battle. I'm predicting that about 1 hour, 48 minutes in rap battle.
It came out in 1980.
Told you.
You said 1980s. Calm down.
It's in the 80s.
This guy. When did Peter Quill go into space?
Like 75?
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
So he's like 40-something.
Probably.
I feel like he's like 30-something.
Nah. He just looks good. And, time travel. Space.
It's going to bug me now.
Back to Endgame while he's looking that up. Yeah, it's a real depressing trailer. It starts off with Tony Stark, sending a message to Pepper. Not really sending it, just recording it for her if it's ever found. That's sad. He's floating through space. We got the rest of the Avengers just being sad. And then, the one glimpse of happiness the world was waiting for.
What was it?
Paul Rudd. Ant-Man. He shows up with the van like, guys, let me in.
I thought you were going to say it was the return of Hawkeye, but I guess.
No.
That's what I was looking forward to.
I am excited to see Hawkeye again. He made us like him in Avengers 2, and we haven't seen him since. So, oh no, he was in Civil War, huh?
But he didn't really do much.
He fought Black Widow. He fought a woman.
He didn't go into space until 1988.
88?
Yeah. So he knows what rap is.
Maybe he does.
His mom was in the hospital in '88.
But he wasn't listening to rap.
I know he wasn't, but it was on the radio.
No, it wasn't. They didn't play rap at that time.
Let me tell you, Run DMC, LL Cool J, Sugar Hill Gang were blowing up at that time.
That is true. That is true. He didn't listen to the radio, though. He couldn't afford a radio because his mom was dying. He just had his cassettes.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I don't know how
Just
it works
because
either.
somebody's dying doesn't mean you can't afford shit. That just means somebody's dying and that's shitty.
Well, back then, radios were expensive. Those were like the computers of the olden day.
I feel like they definitely had a radio. I'm going to tell you why I'm pretty sure they had a radio. Because in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, when they're having the flashbacks with Ego and his mom, they're singing that song that Ego likes. And I'm pretty sure they're singing to the radio.
Maybe it's to a cassette with no radio. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows.
I feel like we could find out, but we're not going to right now.
Yeah. But Endgame, do I really need to tell you? You're going to see it. We're all going to see it.
He ain't wrong.
We're all going to go see it.
I just want to know how people are going to come back.
I really want to know that too. And they've given no type of clues, and I hope this is the only trailer they drop.
I mean, really, I want to know how Ant-Man gets out of the Phantom. Is it the Phantom Zone? Is that what it's called? No, I'm
Quantum Realm.
Quantum Realm. Phantom Zone is Danny Phantom. No, that's like the Ghost Zone or whatever.
I think it was the Phantom Zone.
Gonna catch a monkey, Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom. Sorry, Nickelodeon is in my heart right now.
Nickelodeon's in everyone's heart.
Did you hear they want to, like, Keenan and Kel want to do a Good Burger sequel?
Yes.
Probably not gonna happen, but
not yes. I heard it. I didn't hear that, but just yes.
I mean, I want it, but I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
Keenan's been killing it. I need him to
But Kel's been doing nothing.
He's been being Waka Flocka.
Actually, no. He's been doing. There's a Nickelodeon show where he's on. Okay. What is it? I think it's Game Shakers or something.
See, there we go.
Like their mentor.
He's been doing that.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Give us Good Burger 2.
That was low-key, like, super unenthusiastic.
I know. I said it. I was like, I don't think I've ever sounded this unenthused about anything.
Oh, man.
Except for when I'm at work.
Yeah. But I like my job, so I don't have to deal with that. Guess what my trailer was?
What was it?
Something I already did before.
Oh.
But I liked it, so I said I'm doing it.
What are you doing?
It's got 11 in it. Can you guess? Can you guess?
Stranger Things Season 3.
No.
Incorrect. The Beats commercial.
Nope.
Eggo commercial.
I wish. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was like a really big missed opportunity. They definitely should have had a Stranger Things Eggo commercial.
They might have. Do you have cable?
That's a good point. We're Googling that after this podcast.
Yeah.
No. My movie was Godzilla. King of the Monsters.
King of the Monsters.
The King of the Monsters.
Is he the King of the Jaegers?
Godzilla would fuck up a Jaeger.
Would he?
Yes.
I don't believe it.
He would.
I don't know.
Canonically, Godzilla could, like, blow up the planet if he wanted to. I mean, this version of Godzilla might not be able to yet, but I think power scaling is going to get there.
Isn't this like the biggest Godzilla?
He's the biggest in size, but not the most powerful.
Yet.
Well, he probably won't get bigger because they generally don't grow in size. But, yeah, he's not the most powerful yet.
What happens in this trailer?
Well, we get Millie Bobby Brown, a.k.a. 11, a.k.a. not a mouth breather. And she's talking on a ham radio. She's like, I'm trying to find, and then
I bet you that hand radio is expensive too.
I said ham.
Ham radio?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer.
You know what a ham radio is?
No.
It's like the one like they have them in a quiet place. It's like the radio where you like are trying to tune in to talk to people. They have one in Stranger Things. When they're in the AV club and they're like trying to talk to China.
Oh, like a trucker radio?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, but a powerful one?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's trying to find people, but they're not answering. And then all she hears is loud noises. And she starts to... now that I think about it, that scene is a lot like... I guarantee there's a scene in Stranger Things where she like does the exact same thing. She's like is freaking out and she holds her hands over her head. I'm gonna have to go back and watch Stranger Things.
I really want to.
Yeah, I'm excited for this movie because we get to see more of her acting. And
yeah, definitely.
I think she's a good actress, but I want to see how much range she's got.
I would like to see her as a normal person too.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I'm pretty sure she cusses in the movie. There's a point at which like she's getting ready to say something and there's a quick edit in the trailer. I was like, oh, that's what y'all doing now? Okay, I see you. But no, it's Godzilla doing his thing from the first movie. And by doing his thing, I mean living his life, and the world is just getting the best of the best. And the world's just getting in the way. And then there is an event that we don't know about yet, but probably closely tied to the first movie that starts awakening more and more monsters, which people have dubbed Titans. Some of them being Mothra. I don't remember the pterodactyl's name now that I'm thinking about it. It's like one of the like worst scenes to me. Well, it was very frustrating for me to watch this giant pterodactyl fly over a city with its wings on fire. And like the entire city is just like collapsing as it flies by. And I was like, I feel so bad for those people. It wasn't no way they were getting out of there.
Yeah.
I was like, that is terrible. That is like, at least the people when Godzilla shows up, at least they can try to run. This thing just flies over the city and the whole city falls. That's trash.
That is wild.
And then we get another look at King Ghidorah, King Ghidorah, excuse me. I don't know why I say that. King Ghidorah, who is canonically like Godzilla's biggest rival and probably the most powerful foe Godzilla's fought aside from like Space Godzilla. And me. You've never fought Godzilla. Stop.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
I fought Reptar once.
Okay.
It's close enough. That's a Rugrats Godzilla.
Though. No. Stop. Anyway. And they're like, I don't remember the guy's name. He's in the first movie. And the guy was like, let them fight. the Asian guy. What else is he in?
I think he was in The Dark Knight.
Yeah, he was. It's just funny because they keep giving him one-liners in trailers. So like literally in that trailer, they're like, what are we supposed to do? And he's like, let them fight. And in this trailer, they're like going to the government, like the UN, and they're like saying like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more of these monsters. And then they're like, so you want you want us to make Godzilla our pet? And he's like, no, we will be his. I'm just like, y'all got to stop doing this to this man. He's like super dramatic, intense one-liners that really don't make too much sense, but we'll accept it. We will be his. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. And then we get like Godzilla running towards Ghidorah in like what is probably the climax of the movie. Or maybe they'll have like a fight. Like sometimes Godzilla gets his ass whooped and comes back later on in the movie. That would be nice to see. But it's gonna be super hype. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
If Godzilla gets his ass whooped, like what does he do? Does he like? Is there like a Rocky montage of him training?
No, like normally he like leave, like he'll either like almost die and then come back with like the most ass pull of a power up out of nowhere, or he'll like actually. Now that I think about it, normally Godzilla doesn't beat Ghidorah on his own. Normally he like Mothra helps him, so maybe Mothra will be. I hope they don't do that, though, because that would be predictable. Or, like, Godzilla just comes back and is all of a sudden a better fighter. It's really funny, actually. But I'm really going to enjoy it. I already know it. And it comes out in May, which is, like, everything's coming out this summer. It's, like, going to be crazy.
Yeah, definitely make sure to subscribe to us so that way you can get all the new episodes.
It's going to be a lot of content.
A lot of content.
It's going to be
too much content.
Struggle. Content overload. But we're good. What are you looking at?
I was thinking of the struggle.
Oh, don't do that. It'll keep you up at night.
It will.
Keeps me up at night, let me tell you.
Well, was that our trailer talk?
That was our trailer talk.
What do you think they should go and see Godzilla?
Yeah.
I don't. Don't go see it.
Don't listen to him.
Go
he doesn't
see
know what he's talking about. You can see both Avengers and Godzilla. And Spider-Man, which is going to be out,
and Toy Story 4. And, oh, you mean this Spider-Man.
Yes.
Not the other Spider-Man.
Oh, no. I'm talking about Black Spider-Man.
Black Spider-Man. I'm excited for Black Spider-Man.
Every time you say that, though, I hear Logic in my head.
Yeah,
Black Spider-Man. Yeah. Anyway. It's going to be... This is just a great... This 2-year span has been and will be just a great year for movies. I'm excited.
Definitely.
You know what I'm also excited about? What? Doing something different this week. You know what it is?
What?
Not Pin Banter.
What is it?
This week, we let the people choose what we were going to watch.
The people's pick?
Exactly. We were trying to figure out what we wanted to watch for Christmas. We'll probably watch a couple more Christmas movies, but we wanted to know what was the first priority on the Christmas list. And, you know, I really fucks with the Santa Claus. That's my shit. I love it.
I like the Santa Claus.
Probably my favorite Christmas movie.
It's one of my top 5.
And up until like 4 hours before our poll was over, the people agreed with me. And then this came out the woodwork.
We were ready to watch the Santa Claus because we were just like, Santa Claus won. And then we checked the poll and we're like, oh, Home Alone won.
Home Alone fans were just on one out of nowhere. And I was like, wow, that's a thing.
That's the way to do it. Home Alone.
So, I appreciate those who gave their input. And, you know, keep doing that.
Keep doing it, definitely.
I just want to give a shout out to the people, honestly, real quick. This week, we've gotten feedback on the podcast. We've had people get involved with our social media. And I just want you to know that I've been asking for that for weeks.
Yeah, we really appreciate it, and keep it up.
Thank you. This is for the people.
And if you want to engage with us, make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ___ for the people. And if you want to add us on Facebook, just search Movies for the People, and we will arrive in all black.
I got work tomorrow. Can't just be showing up in people's houses.
Yeah, we can. If you search Movies for the People right now, we will show up.
Don't do that. He will show up.
But you have to have followed our Twitter and our Instagram and at least commented that you love us.
I mean, I guess then we at least know who to show up to.
Shh. Stop revealing our magic trick.
You can also follow me at DroidWaller_ on Instagram and Twitter.
It's DroidWaller Instagram? Or DroidWaller_?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew it was that. Maybe I should follow you.
Yeah. I'd appreciate it. I follow you, you know. So I'm not even going to do it. I'm not going to do it now.
I'm just kidding. I follow you.
Oh, okay.
We're friends. And you can follow me at SoBased_Ace on Instagram and Twitter.
You had me worried for a second.
Why?
Because it's like, how am I supposed to sit here and record 40 minutes of a podcast with somebody who's not even my friend? I was ready to get up and walk out.
We're friends.
Good.
We're friends on Facebook. That's how you know it's real. I would never let any of these people add me on Facebook.
Yeah, don't try to add me on Facebook.
Except Jeff. Jeff, add me on Facebook.
Honestly, like, y'all could try to add me on Facebook, but I'm not going to do it. I probably wouldn't even be that hard to find. But I don't care. I don't know y'all.
I bet I'm pretty hard to find.
I could find you pretty easy.
I'm creeped out.
Moving on. Home Alone. This movie came out in 1990.
1990. I was not alive.
Neither was I.
I did not know it was that old.
Right?
I thought it was like 96,
This
97.
is like the 28th year it's been out. And I'm just like, what? First off, I feel weird because I'm 25. And like, I just never think about that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm almost like 3 years, almost 30. I mean,
you're pretty old, man.
You know who's older?
Who?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, he's pretty old now.
He looks like it too.
Nah, he doesn't look as bad now.
No.
He cleaned himself up recently.
That's good. Good for him.
I mean, it doesn't really seem like he was ever really like on drugs. He was just out there doing his thing. He's a weirdo.
I've always thought he looked old, regardless.
Even as a kid, he kind of looks old. He looks like he should be an old man.
He's one of those like child actors the horrors of Hollywood just got to. I'm pretty sure his like family's from North Dakota.
Really?
Yeah, I'm almost positive. I remember having a conversation with someone about how they like used to go to camp with his family. I'm gonna have to find out about that.
I don't believe it.
I'm gonna find out about that.
Maybe. But so what were your thoughts of this movie?
I don't remember the last time I saw this movie like all the way through. And that's probably because like everybody cares more about Home Alone 2, let's be real.
Yeah, I was kind of wishing we had put Home Alone 2 and not Home Alone 1.
You know what's really funny though? My boss today was like, okay, but Home Alone 1 was better anyway. And I was like, okay, if that's what you say.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I mean, it was a good movie.
I enjoyed it.
Obviously did well when it came out. And I mean, it's still doing well, honestly. Like, people just love the franchise. Except, like, let's ignore everyone after 3. So when I say the franchise... Let's
ignore everyone after 2.
No. I like 3.
I'm sick and tired of you trying to make people accept number 3 of the Home Alone franchise.
Just because it doesn't have Macaulay Culkin in it doesn't mean it's not a good movie.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Just because... Oh, my gosh. No, stop. Anyway...
Any movie that doesn't have Macaulay Culkin in it is not a good movie.
So, The Dark Knight Rises...
Not a good movie.
And The Dark Knight.
Not a good movie.
And Creed. And Rocky.
He's in
1 through 5.
He's in all of those.
I don't believe it.
Okay, he wasn't in Rocky.
Just Rocky?
Just Rocky. He was too young.
Oh, okay. Still don't believe it. Anyway. Any Home Alone that came out in the 90s was a good Home Alone. Even if you haven't seen the third one. That is your problem, not mine.
I've probably seen the third one.
I enjoyed them all. This one, it goes like in rank of best worst. It's like 2, 1, 3.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. And then we don't count the other 4.
There's 4 more?
I think there's 3 more. It's
Stop
weird.
making Home Alone movies.
I don't even. What makes me mad is that they like have all these Home Alone movies and have never had a Home Alone movie with multiple children.
I thought the newest one was.
No, it was like one girl.
Well, then that defeats the purpose.
I don't care.
They're not home alone anymore.
You can leave the kids at home alone as a collective. Anyway, I enjoyed the movie. I didn't realize how dumb of a kid he was.
Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah, he's really not that smart. Like he's okay. I take that back. He's smart, but he's not intelligent. Yeah. He's not an intelligent child.
He just knows how to fight off villains,
which is like really weird innately to be able to do. I just didn't agree with his choice of action through like a lot of the movie. First off, if I talked to my mom like that, I would have got slapped in the mouth.
Yeah, definitely.
And if I kept talking to my mom like that, I would have got my ass beat and then slapped in the mouth again. But the thing is, I wouldn't talk to my mama like that.
I would never dream of talking to my mom like that.
What does he say? He's like, I don't want to see any of these jerks ever. Oh my gosh.
I don't remember.
And like, what was annoying about it is he's like letting his family members get to him. And he like knew they were trying to get to him. Like he calls his brother out, Buzz. He's like, Buzz ate my pizza and he knows I like cheese. Okay, clearly Buzz did it on purpose. Let it go.
First off, don't tell a child how to feel.
I didn't tell him how to feel. I told him how to behave.
You sound like a parent.
You know, that's just the way it is.
You got kids?
Nah, but I was the oldest of 7, so like.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what else to say about this movie.
I mean, like.
I think there's not a lot. That's one thing I realized. There's not a lot that happens in this movie.
No.
Like, he orders pizza 4 times and goes grocery shopping. The scary old man.
Yeah. I mean, that story was nice.
It was
the
nice.
next door neighbor, him like, convincing the neighbor to like get in touch with his family, and that worked out.
That was cool. And then you see him at the end.
The feasibility of like, it's just weird. The beginning of the movie made no sense to me. Like, you're just gonna let a cop sit in the middle. Like, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's the president of the United. Bad example.
Even if it was the last president of the United States, he would have been like, "Yo,
like, why are you just in my house?"
In my house,
right? No, I'm just saying, like,
I'm not telling you got to go, officer, but.
No, like, even if the last president of the United States was just sitting in my living room and was like, why are you here? They just kept walking past this cop. He was there for like 10 minutes. And like, nobody acknowledged this dude. They're like, I don't live here. Okay. Can you tell the person who does live there? Like, any of the people who live here? Somebody?
Listen.
They're probably there for a reason is all I'm saying. In this case, they were staking out your house, which is an L you should have taken, but unfortunately, you have a very unconventionally intelligent child.
I don't understand why they even thought the cop was like there, like to protect their house while they're gone.
Well, no. He didn't say that he was protecting it. He said that like they were doing checkups in the neighborhood to make sure people were taking the precautions while they were out of town.
See, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. He's smart.
It was smart, but like not believable to me. I wouldn't believe a cop. It's just I guess I'm not from a place where people just go out of town for the holidays. Leave houses unattended.
Yeah. Especially like that many people.
Right. Their whole block went out of town. I don't get that.
It was just Macaulay Culkin and the old man.
Kevin, that was his name. There we go.
Kevin.
Yeah. Kevin McAllister. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, everybody left. They went. One family went to Florida. The neighbors across the street went to Florida. No, yeah, they went to Florida. The McAllisters went to Paris. I was like, this is an affluent neighborhood.
You know, one thing I thought about.
What?
When they first robbed that house and they left the water running, I was like, yo, if someone would have done that in North Dakota, I'd be so mad because that would all freeze.
Yeah.
It would just be ice.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I feel like it wouldn't get that far in North Dakota. Like, those people probably left it. If in North Dakota, if somebody's gone that long, they probably left their heat off. In which case, the pipes probably. People are smarter than that in North Dakota. They're not just going to leave the heat off because they know the pipes are going to freeze. Yeah, that would be very, very frustrating. I couldn't deal.
Not only is your house flooded, it's frozen.
You can't open the garage because it's ice. That would be terrible.
Like, how would you turn on the heat and just let it all melt?
No, I don't even think
Chip
that
it away.
How do you even?
It might make it easier for cleanup. You chip it away from everything.
Yeah. But then you have to, like, separate ice that is frozen to stuff. Like, the ice itself sticks to stuff, and then how are you supposed to separate that?
True.
That would be too much. I refuse to even think about
I'd
that
move.
what if anymore.
I'd be like, I'm done.
Just sell the house as is. Put it in the description. Basement is frozen.
Basement is
Somebody
ice.
reads that as like the whole basement? What do you mean basement is frozen? Like it's one big ice cube? Ah, man.
I think his
Mom was the best actress in the movie. I think so too.
Yeah, I
Like by
definitely
far.
agree.
I was like thinking about that the whole time. I was like, she's the only person in this movie that can really act.
Besides Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, I was thinking about Macaulay Culkin in that role, and I was like, I don't really know.
He wasn't that good in this one. He's definitely a lot better in the second one. And that's why I think that one is the best one.
Okay.
He carries the role a lot better.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't really. This kid is just, I don't like this character, and I don't like the person playing this character in this movie right now.
You don't like Macaulay Culkin?
I said in the movie right now, like while he was playing the role, I didn't like Macaulay Culkin.
Troy is the only person
Oh
on
my
earth
God! Will you
to
stop
hate
doing this?
Macaulay Culkin.
You stop. You can't just keep calling me out in front of the people. All right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to swoop you up.
Shut the hell up.
I definitely recommend buying Home Alone in the
It's cheap.
5-pack.
Yeah,
It's like $13 for all 5 of them.
don't buy Home Alone in a 5-pack. Buy Home Alone in any other pack. Because if you buy Home Alone in a 5-pack, that means you're getting 4 and 5, and you don't need 4 and 5.
Well, here's the thing: you buy the 5-pack for $13. You take the other 3 and you sell them somewhere where you can get at least $1.
2. Don't try to play me. I'm listening to this podcast while I'm talking.
You sell the other 3 for
Other 2
for at least $1, and try and make a little bit of that money back.
but you're not. It ain't worth it. Reconsider.
Or you can go buy a 2-pack for $10.
That works. Or a 3-pack. That's cool too.
Oh man. Yeah, buy it. Buy it.
It's cheap. I
Is it cheap?
I guarantee it's going to be on TV at some point in the next 20 days.
Because we couldn't really find it by itself, though.
Yeah.
For a movie that came out in the 90s, it's not very cheap. But it is a Christmas classic. Buy it in like
It's not very
August.
accessible.
Buy it in August.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And then it'll be like $3.
Well, find it in August.
Now that's a hunt.
Good luck.
If you find
Don't.
Home Alone in August, we'll sign it for you. There you go. We'll ruin your copy of Home Alone.
Oh, man.
And it's not your choice either.
What do you mean? You just going to show up at the Walmart they're at and sign it?
Sign that shit.
That would be terrible.
I would be so mad some random dude just shows up while I'm buying Home Alone.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if some dude showed up at the Walmart.
No, like it showed up and signed my copy of Home Alone.
I know what you were saying. I was just being hypercritical of the words that came out of your mouth. It was
Okay,
fun.
Mowgli.
So, if you hadn't been paying attention for the past 58 minutes, we saw Mowgli this week on Netflix, and we liked it. But now we're going to talk about what we liked.
What did we like? We liked the parts with the animals.
So, every part?
Nope,
No?
not the parts with the humans.
Aren't humans animals, though?
No.
Well, that's backwards because Mowgli's a wolf, but he's also a human.
He's neither man nor cub. No wolf.
Oh man,
He is just a Mowgli.
okay. Nobody said just a Mowgli.
He is just a Mowgli.
Oh my God, stop. All right, so the beginning of this movie is very much like the live action Jungle Book.
No, it starts out in the sequence from the snake.
Yeah.
And the
Ka.
Ka, yeah. And she's like, the tiger.
She doesn't even say anything about.
She talks about the tiger killing all the humans, and then leaving the baby,
breaking the laws of the jungle,
and breaking the laws of the jungle.
Not and breaking the laws of the jungle specifically.
And breaking the laws of the jungle.
Not and specifically breaking the laws of the jungle, and then it shows him chasing people. The jungle changes because he broke the laws of the jungle. And then he's killing people. What's weird is that Mowgli, I mean, we never see Mowgli's dad. I guess it was his mom in this one. Because Shere Khan killed both his parents.
I mean, there was like 3 people, so like Shere Khan was getting down.
We also didn't see Shere Khan like. Okay, so here's my problem with Shere Khan in this movie is like he has no reason to be mad. He like just wants to eat Mowgli. The original Shere Khan makes sense because, fun fact, tigers are actually extremely vindictive animals, and Shere Khan hates Mowgli in the Disney movie because Mowgli's dad gave him that damn scar. But in this one, Shere Khan just bad to be mad.
He's just evil.
And I'm just like, okay, fine.
Yeah, it didn't really make sense why. He was just the bad guy just to be the bad guy.
Like, he had no real motivations. I want to eat. Like, literally, he was like, I ate this kid's parents. Now it's my right to eat him.
And they didn't talk about
for
why
8
his
years.
hand was like that.
Huh?
They didn't really talk about why his hand was like that either.
Yeah. Also, I didn't like that, like, his claws were like hands. His paws were like hands. It really bugged me. They weren't like normal paws. They were more like hands than they were paws.
One was a paw. And then there's like deformed one was like deformed.
Was it deformed? I thought he was just like he had it on the ground so he could scratch it.
No. He was always walking like that. That was just how he was.
Okay.
He was deformed. I thought in the trailer he was like
right, because
it
it's very specific. In the trailer they show it. I mean, even when he first shows up, it seems like that because it sounds like knives going across like a hard surface.
But then you realize.
I didn't realize until now. I have to go back and look at that.
Yeah, it's like that through the whole movie. It probably looks like this. He's just a deformed tiger. And that's why he was probably bullied by all the other tigers. And he's like,
what other tigers?
His dad.
Mm-hmm.
He'll never amount to nothing with your old phony paw.
Oh my God, stop.
Your human paw.
That's why.
That's why he hates humans. His mom was a human.
Yeah, Shere Khan just wasn't as good of a character to me. Like, yeah, he was menacing, but for what? What?
I think Idris Elba did a way better job too.
Yes.
Than Benedict Cumberbatch.
It was much more believable.
Yeah.
Like you could feel like Idris Elba just like scared your ass. Where Benedict Cumberbatch was just like, oh, he's just pissed off, I guess.
Yeah, that was one thing too. Like for a movie that's darker, I feel like the Jungle Book one was more.
There was much more suspense.
Yeah,
because there was like the Jungle Book one gave you like the sense of Shere Khan's gonna get what he wants by any means necessary.
Definitely.
Whereas like this Shere Khan was just being real petty. He's like, I'm gonna go kill a cow because it's sacred demand. Let's break the rules of the jungle. I'm gonna threaten Akela because when he finally misses his kill, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna just show up when Mowgli's swimming.
See, and that was like that was the scene that could have been very like it built itself up for like nothing really.
Right. Like even the chasing that ensued after wasn't that it after the fact we're like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, and then like I thought there was a scene when he calls him out and he's like standing there ready to fight him and it's like combing through the bushes.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna jump out or something.
And
There's
it's
nothing.
the elephants.
Nothing.
Yeah, I think that's my Shere Khan is my biggest disappointment of this movie. Also, like, I knew there wasn't going to be a King Louis, but
Why no King
that would
Louis?
have been cool. King Louis would have been nice. The problem is there can only ever be one King Louis, and they couldn't just like recast him. They just cast him.
Christopher Walken.
Yep.
He did do a good job.
Yeah. I don't even know who played the old King Louis. I just accept in my head that it was Christopher Walken.
It was James Brown.
Was it? No.
No.
I liked it was very small, but I liked the glimpses we got of like where they were in the world. Like the culture of.
I enjoyed that too.
I mean, the imagery there was like really nice. But
Like the scene when he was like being held up and he was covered in all that dust. I specifically said, I was like, this is beautiful. Like all the colors.
That. Yeah.
It was nice.
It was hilarious to me because Mowgli was low key falling for what's her name? Some dog millionaire. I can't even think of it now. I said it earlier.
His play mama?
It wasn't his play mama. That was he was falling for her. You can see it in his eyes. That wasn't mom. That was, I'm gonna grow up and get me some.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
That was his
Go
mom.
back and look at his eyes. Go back and look at his eyes.
That was his mom. That was the look of a son to a mother.
Nah.
All right, I'll go back and look at it.
Stare
I
into
probably
the windows of his soul.
Can we talk about...
Don't. No, I don't want to talk about it.
I want to talk about it because he deserves our respect. I don't know what his name is, so I'm going to call him Albini.
Albini?
Albini, and if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The little albino wolf that always screamed and it was adorable.
Just the nicest wolf there was.
He was. He was like, Mowgli, we're such good friends. Come on, let's go. Oh, Mowgli, you're so silly. And then Mowgli was like, I hate you. No one likes you. And he's like, okay. And then he runs off. And you don't see him again. Till Mowgli's staying with this hunter. And you just see his head on a spike. That was probably the best, not the best scene, but like the most
made you feel.
Yeah, the most
it evoked
impactful.
The most emotion, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
I hated it.
It was bad. I remember you specifically like, oh.
I was like, poor.
He was the only wolf I really liked.
I was super annoyed because like all of the wolves, like I get the laws of the jungle and doing things for the pack, but like they didn't want Mowgli until he could come back and help them. And then even after he came back and helped them, they were real difficult about taking him back. And I'm just like, y'all dirty.
Yeah. If I was Mowgli, when I ran up there with that fire, I would have killed the chief.
I wouldn't have done that.
I would have. I would have been like, I'm the chief now.
That's not how it works.
They call me Big Fui Fui.
I really wonder who like would have actually killed Akela, because like he was still. I don't know how long Mowgli was with the humans, but Akela was still in charge, and like everybody had the right to challenge him.
Because he's a beast.
He was.
No, he wouldn't have taken on Shere Khan by himself.
No wolf is dumb enough to take on a tiger.
Hey man, I'm pretty sure Mowgli is.
He's neither man nor a cub, says you. Oh, you know what pissed me off? Bagheera. If Bagheera hadn't been an asshole and targeted Mowgli, if he hadn't targeted Mowgli through the running, a lot of this probably wouldn't have happened because Mowgli would have been accepted as part of the pack and they would have protected him.
Yeah. It was dumb, but that's how life works, you know, when you try to prepare for something and like try and change fate, it ends up biting you in the ass.
Also, Mowgli's ass should have paid more attention. All he had to do was slow down or duck, and Bagheera wouldn't have caught him.
And that's what Blue said.
He told him to let his guard down.
Yeah. Never let your guard down.
Kaa was interesting. Kaa didn't try to eat Mowgli or like hypnotize him or anything.
Yeah. I mean, technically, she did
like give him like the vision.
She told him the future.
But she was, I guess she did get more use than the original Jungle Book. But she didn't really seem as significant of a character.
Not really. She was the narrator almost. She was we're seeing it through her eyes.
I hate the thought of snakes that big.
Yeah.
Anaconda was like a horrible franchise for me to watch as a child.
Never
like
watched
literally,
it.
I'll be in like office buildings that have like those like tiles that like go up, and like if they for any reason have like a tile out of the ceiling, I'm just like, some shit's gonna come down and try to fucking grab me. I'm just gonna have to fight for my fucking life.
Like, I don't like snakes and spiders, but me, the most uncomfortable I'm most uncomfortable with rats. Like those and rodents, all rodents. I can't do it. I will kill one. Or if there's a lot of them, I'll just off myself. Like that's
It's a good thing there weren't a lot of rodents in this movie. There were just wolves and snakes and monkeys. Also, the monkeys were assholes.
They were.
I'm super annoyed by the fact that like the monkeys were working for Shere Khan.
Yeah.
Like they were just afraid of Shere Khan. Also, the hyena, useless character.
Pretty
also
useless.
Dumb. Also, I'm getting real tired of people making hyenas dumb because hyenas are really smart.
He wasn't really dumb.
Mm.
He just cackled, and that's why they
fool.
do it.
They made him into a fool.
He was the sidekick. They can't make him a genius, because then they'll make Shere Khan look dumb.
Sidekicks can be smart.
Who?
Kronk. He's very intelligent. Yzma was just doing too much.
Okay. You had one shot.
Can you speak squirrel? Can you speak squirrel?
No.
Oh. Squeakity squeak squeak squeak, motherfucker.
Sorry. Okay.
Exactly.
I probably should learn to speak squirrel.
Yeah. Kronk was bilingual. He knows. He was a wilderness. What was the? I can't remember what.
I like how you like stopped. You were like, he could speak squirrel.
It takes a lot. I'm just saying. Speaking squirrel is more difficult than speaking Japanese.
I doubt that.
Tell that to the squirrels. Oh, you can't because you can't speak squirrel.
Can we get back to the book about the jungle?
No. We can talk about Mowgli.
Mowgli? Just Mowgli?
Mm-hmm. I don't know his actor's name. His face just bugged me. He just looked like he was always angry. Like that was the main expression I got from him the entire movie.
I mean, he had a lot to be angry about.
Yeah, he did, but like I feel like it was like the same angry face.
He did okay. I think in the whole slew of great child actors we've had in the last few years, he doesn't really stack up.
No.
He's good, but he's not great.
Right.
He's no 11.
Right.
He's no...
I think it's hilarious that that's also what I was thinking in my head. Getting on the same wavelength. That's interesting. Stay off my wavelength, though. There's already 2 other people on my wavelength who need to get off of it.
No. We're on a podcast. We should be on the same wavelength.
We can be on like similar wavelengths, but I can't deal
like
with
parallel
multiple
wavelengths.
Yeah, real close but parallel. You're on like 75.3, and I'll be on 75.2.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Thank you. I need to just get these other people on 75.6 and 4.
Well, what else?
Mowgli stabbed Shere Khan in the stomach. I thought that was funny.
I did like that scene, how it kind of tied it all together with the, watch him die. And
so the soul doesn't leave its body alone.
That was a good scene.
But Shere Khan tried to ruin it, so.
No, he still did it.
Mm.
Because after he stabbed him, he's like, "It's okay, Shere Khan. You can go to sleep now."
He's like, "Be angry no more." That's exactly what he said.
That's what he said.
Yes.
Be angry no more.
But he didn't look at his eyes that time. He just stabbed him and got up. And they were like, as long as Mowgli was in the jungle, there was peace. And I was like, well, life expectancy probably wasn't too high. And, I mean, he's got a good immune system because he's out here eating the rawest of meat. Yeah. But I'm thinking maybe another 40 years at most. 40, 50. I'm sorry, bro.
I'll give him 25.
You may be the new king of the jungle, but I doubt you're living that long.
He'll live forever.
You live that life, you gotta die that life.
He'll train the new pack of wolves. And they'll just go kidnap another boy to be their leader.
First off, nobody got kidnapped, and also, I don't think he would train any of them because he's too slow.
He was
Baloo
pretty...
could train him.
Okay. Baloo can train them. I'll agree with that. Andy Serkis can train them.
Yep. So what do you rate this?
Rate this. I give it a 3.
3?
3. Out of 5, of course.
3's average.
That's like the most average I could think of.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie really is. It's just average.
I'll give it a 3. 3.
3?
Yeah. I don't know if I would I have paid for it? Realistically speaking, would I have paid for it?
No.
I probably would have been annoyed that I paid for it.
I would have been upset if I would have.
Because now that I think about it, I would have paid for it. There's a lot of movies we paid for. And then...
Action Point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Threes all across the board.
Threes. We got some chance hats out of here.
I wish.
I
should do that. You know, it'd be crazy if we got Chance on the podcast one day.
Hey, Chance, come on the podcast.
I did tell you about the dream where I was driving and I saw him and I was like, Channel! And I was like, why did I say that? I don't even know him like that.
Yeah, you did tell me that dream.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you have for the people besides to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ___ for the people?
I think that's it.
Is that it? I agree. Thank you for joining us tonight. And you all be well in this holiday season.
Why are you talking like that? Everybody, whatever you're listening, thank you. And ignore Ace for his weird speech right now.
I was just trying to wish them all a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.
Okay.
All right, bye, guys.
Ignoring the people who celebrate Kwanzaa? Christmas Kwanzaa. Anyway, okay.
Yes.
Wow. You heard it, people. You heard it here first. Ace hates everyone who celebrates Kwanzaa.
Ace hates everyone who's celibate.